Hello everybody and welcome again to my channel. Today we are going scuba diving. We're still collecting our footage from Jack Week and we're still showing them. As you can see behind you, we have a fish trap, and that fish trap is now showing some sign that it is picking up some jack. We have even one on the outside investigating what's happening on the inside with the others, because what happened with these fish is that they are very fashion, so to speak. It's a term we use in Jamaica. In other words, they will imitate what they see the other one do. So as long as there's one jack in that trap, the rest who come around will want to see what's happening inside there, and they end up in there and get trapped themselves. So we are back again. This is Ledrock, your fisherman friend, and this is how we do what we do when we're doing what we're doing. And this morning we are diving on the Cayman Trench, just at the edge, because this is where these fish trap the most. They like to travel on the border right between the shallow area and the deep area. This morning also the water visibility is excellent. We can see afar. We can have about 80 to about 95 feet visibility. So it's very clear today. Very good day for diving. The current is not strong as a few weeks ago. There are more marine life out today, especially when we look over on the deeper side, and therefore it is more enjoyable as it relates to what you will see. The water temperature is about 83 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. That's warm. It's like in my jacuzzi. Also, the amount of fish that are in some of the traps are above normal, what you would see on a normal basis. I know that some of you who are watching this channel are seeing this kind of fishing, or this type of fishing, for the first time. I know you like it, so I'm asking that as you watch, you hit on the like button, subscribe, share the video also, leave a comment, press the notification bell, then press all, which means then at each time when I upload a new video, you will be among the first to be notified. So these traps are not all owned by me. Alright, there are just a few of them that is owned by myself. But what I do when I go in the area, I photograph, or I take make videos of others. Right, so this trap, this one is mine. Alright, the one before that, if you notice, there's a star on the top of it made from a bleach bottle. That one is not mine, that is for another friend of mine. But this one belongs to me. Alright, so inside there we have some of the bar jack, or we call them skipjack. At this time of the year, they are very plentiful. This time of the year, they are migrating. They are coming back from their spring trip where they go to, lay their eggs. So they are going back home now. So they have a lot of small ones with them also going back home. So not all of them are this size. Some are bigger and some are a lot smaller. Inside there also we have a green moray heel. Locally we call them green kangaroo, whatever that means, whatever that name means. But it's a moray heel. So that trap that we were looking at a while ago, it appeared to have a lot of jack in it, but we need more. We don't really take it up with like 30 pounds or 50 pounds of jack. We have to have like maybe 100, 120 pounds, because that's how the jack, when they come down, they come in large schools. So when one school of the fish go in the trap, it's a lot of fish inside there. But that also comes with its own challenges, because we have the predatory fish like the nurse shark, the tiger shark, the bull sharks. They are mostly common in this area, especially at night. So they will come and they will destroy the traps. The stingray, the southern stingray, also they try to get the fish out of the trap. So they would go on top of the trap, and try to scare the fish. When they scare the fish, the smaller ones will try to escape through the mesh, and then they will get trapped in the mesh. And then now the stingray will just come and just bite it out of the mesh and eat it. But in doing that also, the bigger ones that can't strike in the mesh, they will hit the side of the trap and eventually die after being stressed out for a period of time. So when they die and then there's the decay start to take place, then you have other fish coming in to feed, like the bigger ones, the big snappers. So when you go sometime, you have traps that are destroyed because of that. So we consistently have to be setting, checking the traps. Some of the guys use other means to deter the stingrays and other fish like that, but I don't really do those because guess what? If I'm going to do anything, it's for food. So I wouldn't set a trap for them that when they leave, they will go and die. And, because it's an ecosystem and they are very important in the ecosystem. And any, extinction of any species from the ecosystem, then you disturb the balance. So I try not to kill more than what I need or what I don't need. That's why we said we are responsible fishermen, and when we fish responsibly, and we are a friend of nature because nature take care of us as much as how we take care of her. So whatever we do to nature, nature will do it back to us. So inside this trap, we will take this one up because you're looking about 90 to 100 pounds of fish. So we'll take this one up and we'll take it in and get those fish. Well, we don't take them to the market because people come right on the beach and purchase them from us. Because here in Jamaica, people like to eat what they call fresh fish. And this is not the taste, but it is that it is freshly caught. And therefore, people will come right at the seaside. You have some people who don't want to eat the fish if it goes on the fridge because they said it lost its texture and the taste is different. So they will come right at the seaside. And as we come in with the boat, they will purchase their fish from the boat and take it home. All right, so that is what we will do with this one. This one, we had it there for about 4 or 5 days, and this is what we came back and see. So this one will go on the surface. I just spent some time to make some footage of it, so I can share it with you. And as I said before, as I go out every day to capture these images and share them with you, and you love them, just share them with somebody else. Help me grow the channel because unless there are activity on the channel will not grow. So share this link with somebody else, and also like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me, what you think about these videos, what you think could be done different if there's anything. And also, if you are a fisher folks in your area, tell us how you do it, and what type of fish do you catch when. Because if you notice, I'm speaking about Jack Week. This is in August. All right, this is the peak of the Jack season. So it starts around about July, and it should end around about September. That is for these Jack, the skipjack. Because next month, September, you'll have these and another Jack they call the green Jack. They will come together, but as they arrive on our coast at the same time. But after that, now you have what is called the Pompeido Jack, or the Harside Jack, or the biological name is the Crevalle. Not Trevally now, but Crevalle. Those we start getting those in October to November. Right about the same time also we have the Pompeido. We have the Pompeido, which they're much bigger, 25 pounds, 30 pounds, and also occasionally we get some Amberjack. We have the great Amberjack. Those are huge. We mostly catch those while we're going strolling. So this is how we get it from the bottom. We doesn't pull it up. We tie a lift bag onto it. That's a 110 pound lift bag. So we tie it to one corner of it. Just put a little hair in it so it will leave the bottom, because if you overinflate, you may burst the bag, because as soon as it starts coming close to the surface, the pressure starts to release and the air molecules start to expand, and you'll have an overloaded bag. So you have to be careful. Once the pot leaves the bottom, you just leave it. You just, don't put any more air in it. And when you get to the surface, you'll find that lift bag is full to capacity with here. Some of them have check valves, some doesn't. So you have to be careful which one you purchase when you purchase them. So this one is going on board. The other two gentlemen on board, Nature Boy Crampy, Nature Boy Gussie, they will remove the fish from the trap. But what they will do is that they will take up some water into a 5-gallon bucket, and they will put about 5 or 6 live jack in it. Because remember now, the jack go in the trap because the jacks are in it. So we don't use any bait. So when we are going to set it back now, we'll throw those 5 or 6 jack in the trap and then put the trap overboard again. So when they go down, they are still swimming around. So immediately, and the jack come around and see it, and they start to go in the trap. All right. So we use the fish to catch the fish. How we get started? It's best to start with a shine trap, a trap that is new, one that is just being constructed, because they are also attracted to that. So in playing around with it, one or so might end up inside of it, especially if it is one small enough to go through those 1.5 inch hole. Then while it is inside there, a little bigger one will try to find its way in, and eventually will find the funnel and go in and can't come back out. So even when that small one come back out, that bigger one is still inside there to attract others. So it's Jack Week 2023, and we are still checking some more traps. These are empty because they are further away from the edge. Just a few little jack in it. So we're just checking them to ensure that nothing, it doesn't break them. Now those ropes are rope that some of the guys use to tie down the traps, because the bottlenose dolphin, the papas, they will, go there and flip the trap up and try to eat out what is inside of it. When they do that, then the trap doesn't catch anything. So most people tie them down like that on the bottom, so they're not easy to flip. All right, so this one belongs to another fellow, another fisherman friend of mine. So if you notice, those 2 pieces of bottle, it form an L. It's for his nickname, Luncho. So that's what the L is for. So whenever we go out there, we see that we know whose trap is it. Everybody have a separate mark on their traps. That way we know what trap. We don't make any mistakes. So once we go down, or some people use a water glass. But I'm not one of those who dive, because I'm a dive master. So I use this method to do what I'm doing. I don't spear fish anyway. It doesn't spear fish. The other time I shoot fish is when I shoot with my camera. So I don't go spear fishing, I don't do net fishing. I think that they are damaging to the reef. So when I put the trap down, the ones that go in, what doesn't go in, stay out. I think it's a more balanced way to manage the environment, so not to take everything, but just to take some things, right? And at this time of the year also, the conch is banned, so there's no conch. We can't catch any conch, so those we will have to leave. And all of these I'm in agreement with, because we have to preserve the ecosystem, because we survive off that tourism, fishing, even from our local going sightseeing, etc. It's very important to keep a well-balanced ecosystem. It's also good because it when it comes on to natural disaster, a healthy coral reef around our island will preserve the shoreline by breaking the waves before they reach inland. Keeping a maximum amount of fish on the reef will tend to graze on that which grow over the reef and kill the reef, and therefore the grazers are important. So we try to balance. Here we have some goldfish. This time of the year they are like this. They come in from wherever they're coming from. They stop by just to feed and continue on their journey. So these goldfish, they don't really live on this area of the reef. It's only during the month of August and September you'll find them coming in. Sometimes you find large schools of them, but after that you don't see them anymore. Here on the bottom we have some sponges and some sea rods and other fish. Now here it's a little deeper than where we were. here is about 95 feet. It's deeper because where we were a while ago was about 60 feet. So you have sunlight, the sunlight, somehow still penetrating. But down here, everything is like a gray, dark, blue, green, etc. Now, this is another jack trap. And yes, as you can see from a distance, there are quite a few jack in it. The problem that we have with this one is that it is frequently being broken by predatory fish because it's on the deep and it's on the edge, and these silverfish, they attract a lot of predators when they are in groups like this. So you'll find that the sharks and the rays are mostly in this area. So before we take up a trap, we have to swim around the trap and check the trap for possibility of it being broken, or a hole may be ripped in the side of it, may have been ripped in the side of it, or the funnel where the trap, where the fish is supposed to go through, is pulled out or being ripped out. The good thing about that, though, most of the time, the predatory fish do that to catch the dead ones, and the dead ones are on the bottom. So they will heat a hole in the side of it, like that one, all right? And the jack, they fly, they not fly, but they swim high. So my friend, like us, subscribe to us, leave a comment, share the video, and at the end of it, let somebody else know that over here we do what we do. When we do what we do it responsibly. Thank you.